So if you ever find yourself in a car accident, which by the way, hope it never happens to you, but if it does, you're going to get a real quick lesson on having proper insurance, making sure that you're properly insured. Super, super important. It just so happens to be National Insurance Awareness Day. And our next guest is going to talk about getting your insurance in order.
That's right, Sean. The day is actually tomorrow, and here to spread awareness all about it and talk insurance is our friend Nancy Bernstein. She's an attorney with Richard Harris Law Firm, coming to us this morning from the law firm office. Great to talk to you, Nancy. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning, JJ and Sean. Good morning. So, JJ,
Absolutely.
let's go shopping for insurance.
Yes.
You ready?
Nancy, you know I love shopping, so even if it's insurance, I'm game. But it is a day of national awareness, and this is important because this truly affects everybody's life. If you don't have insurance, this is a serious issue, and I know it's important to your law firm. Tell us why.
Well, every day, especially right now during these times, people come in and they're hurt really badly in accidents, and there's a lot of hit and runs happening, and there are people that are at fault with no insurance. And every day it's happening more and more. And people aren't being covered. They're not taking care of their policies anymore. And this is such a big problem because the other day, Mr. Harris and I were sitting with a wife whose husband was in a terrible accident, and the person at fault did not have insurance. She let it lapse. And when I started to go through their coverages, they did not have the underinsurance, uninsurance coverage, and there was no insurance. There was nothing we can do, and it was so heartbreaking. And this is just one example. It happens a lot, and more. So I do think that when I heard about this National Insurance Awareness Day, I thought, I've never heard of that holiday, but this is a great time to figure out what we're doing with our insurance and call our agent, see what we have, as far as coverage. And the most important thing is to cover yourself right now, is to make sure you've got that underinsurance or uninsurance. It's together. So that if someone hits you and they have no insurance, or let's say they have very little, like a 25,000 policy, which is the minimum that we're required to have. Sometimes that doesn't cover enough. And I recently did this myself because of what I've been hearing and all the hit and runs that are happening. And I raised my limits. I got more insurance. And I believe I went on the website today just to see if there's going to be discounts and promotions and things like this because it's the National Insurance Awareness Day. So I did see where there's going to be websites where you can go online, shop, get quotes. And I think first we have to get more familiar with the lingo, and then when we talk to our agent, then we know what we're doing.
Well, I mean, you were talking about a lapse in insurance with your one client, but sometimes, we say, well, we have insurance, but having insurance and not having enough coverage is not good at all. Or if you don't have the proper coverage, you're on the chase for the lowest rate, but that lowest rate could end up costing you in the long run.
Oh, your life. I mean, it will cost you everything, and I've seen clients like that where, I had a couple that came in and their son was hit and he was in a coma, and they only had 25,000 underinsurance, and the person that hit them had nothing. So that was it, and we have to plan for this. I mean, we don't want to think about this stuff, right? No one wants to think about being hurt or someone's going to be hurt in your family, but you have to. It's unbelievable. Like recently, I mean, an example of insurance, because it's not just car insurance. We're talking about every kind, right? So I did not buy insurance on my iPad or my phone and stuff like that just to save some money. And then I had a crack on my screen, and I called, and I had a really nice guy on the phone, and he said, hey, once a year we have open enrollment, and even if it's past 30 days that you've bought your stuff, you can actually get insurance. And I was like, whoa, this is so great.
You can't do that with car insurance, I find.
No, but like you just have to get the information, call people, ask questions. But so this month I got my insurance on everything because of course I'm going to crack screens. Of course I'm going to break my stuff. I don't
Yes.
know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But it's the same with the car. It's the same with our life insurance. It's the same with our health insurance. So sometimes we have to like work for our insurance, but it really makes a difference. It really does.
Isn't that true? Nancy, we've run out of time, but really quick before we go, we want to tell people they can head to your website because there are a lot of resources, kind of like you said. It's really up to us to keep up with our insurance plan. And I know that I recently updated my car insurance. To tell you the truth, I had the same plan for 10 years and I just I pay the bill. I'm sure I'm fine. I'm insured. Well, boy, was I underinsured, So sometimes
Yeah.
it just takes kind of re-educating yourself and checking back in. People can do that at your website.
Yes, we have a list. Really, it's a great list that Mr. Harris put together about the different kinds of coverages. And this is super important because you have to know what you're looking for and what you're asking because the agents will say, oh, you're fully covered. That is such a
Doesn't mean
mistake to
anything.
think you're fully
Yeah.
covered. You'll have full coverage. I hear that all the time.
No such thing.
Oh, you do not.
Yeah.
No such thing. Right, exactly.
Nancy,
Thank you guys.
thank you so much.
It's great to have you.
Thank you. You too. Thank you. Nice to see you.
RichardHarrisLaw.com/resources if you want to find that list. There are numbers there on your screen as well. You can find them on 4th Street in downtown. Richard Harris Law Firm, a proud sponsor of The Morning Blend.